To find him and oh, is that him? Bigfoot Hunter Sam? Hello? Are you there? What? Da, 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 da. Get ready for the show, 'cause it's PowerUp on the go. Do 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 do. Hey friends! What's that? I'm too close to the camera. Sorry. You're probably wondering why I'm holding this magnifying glass. Well, it's because somebody stole my cookies! And I want some super duper secret detective work to figure out who it is. I've come to the conclusion that there are two possible suspects. And I think I know just who they are. Let's go investigate. Between 8 p.m. and 9 a.m. last night.
Well, I was sleeping in my dumpster like I always do.
So, this plate, does it look familiar to you?
Well, I've never seen it before in my life.
I see. Good day, Maddie. What were you doing between 8 p.m. and 9 a.m. last night?
Well,
Have you seen this plate before?
that plate, I don't think so.
Hesitation, Elizabeth. Very suspicious.
Okay, fine, you've got me.
I knew it!
I went to a wild hog wrestling match last night.
Wait, what? Bye, Elizabeth. Just the girl I'm looking for. Zip zappin'! How can I help you, Ameris? I was wondering if you could tap into the surveillance footage from last night. I need to figure out who stole my cookies. Sure thing! Let me just... There it is! Look! There's my cookies! The plate is full! It was me? Oh, now I feel kind of bad for being suspicious of my friends. Well, I guess we can consider this case closed. Thanks, Zap. But there's another case that's been on my mind. In Matthew 17, there was an amazing event that happened with Jesus and 3 of his disciples, James, John, and Peter. This took place on what we call the Mount of Transfiguration. Apparently, even Jesus glowed. Today, that's what I'm going to investigate. The amazing event that took place and what exactly happened.
I'm in the wilderness, looking for Bigfoot Hunter Sam, and I can't seem to find him, Oh! Is that him? Bigfoot Hunter Sam? Hello? Are you there? What? Oh, I didn't mean to scare you.
No. I wasn't scared. I was just, instilling fear in Bigfoot. He's out there watching. Gotta let him know. I'm ready for anything. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Actually, I was wondering if you could help me out with something.
Yeah, what's up?
Well, I need some tips on how to investigate. I'm doing some very, very important detective work.
Well, you have come to the right person. When tracking Bigfoot, you always want to follow the standard investigation protocol acronym. YOW, which stands for evidence. Observations. And witnesses.
Interesting. Well, I'm currently investigating the Transfiguration story. Let's see. E stands for evidence. Well, the evidence is the story itself in the Bible. And O, observation. Well, I've observed what Scripture says. And W, witness. The Transfiguration story happened thousands of years ago. Nobody could be alive then. They would have to be really, really old. I wonder who. Is that even possible?
Oh yeah, old man Jenkins.
What?
Yeah, my neighbor old man Jenkins knows all about Transfiguration.
Really?
Yeah, old man Jenkins, he's been around for forever, and he's a little behind on technology, but I can send him my carrier pigeon, Carl, to drop your fax address to him, and he can help you out with your witnesses with detective work.
Thanks. Come on, let's head back to headquarters. I'm waiting for Mr. Jenkins. Sam said he would send him here. Oh, that must be him. Hello, Mr. Jenkins. Thank you so much for coming on to our show.
What?
Oh, I just wanted to say hello and thank you for coming on to our show.
What's that, miss? I'm sorry. I'm 2,000 years old, I'm a little hard of hearing.
Oh, right, of course. Hello, Mr. Jenkins. Thank you
No, there's no need to yell.
Oh, sorry.
What?
I said I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to yell.
Give me a second. I gotta adjust my hearing aid. Ah, that's better. I heard you're wondering about the Transfiguration. Lucky for you, I know the guy who saw it himself. My old pal Peter.
Really?
Yep.
Well, how did it start?
Well, Jesus took my friend Peter and James and John to climb up a high mountain to be alone with him. It was special to be alone with Jesus because so many people surrounded him every single day. Peter had no idea how special this trip was going to be until he saw Jesus change the way he looked before him. He had seen Jesus do many miracles, but when he saw he changed the way he looked, he knew Jesus was the Son of God.
Whoa. Well, what did Jesus look like when he changed?
It is hard to describe exactly what he looked like. Peter told me his face shone as bright as the sun, and his clothes were white as light. He was blinding but beautiful. Then just like that, there were two more men with them.
All of a sudden, there were two more men on the mountain?
Yep. It was Moses and Elijah standing right in front of them. talking to Jesus. Peter said, "Jesus, this is wonderful. I love it. Let's build 3 shelters. One for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah." And then while Peter was talking, he saw a bright cloud over them.
Wait a minute. There was also a big cloud on the mountain too?
Yes, this is what they heard that mattered. Peter said God himself was saying, "This is my dearly loved son that pleases me very much. Listen to him."
Well, what happened after God spoke?
They were also scared. Peter said they immediately fell down, face to the ground, and I will never forget what Peter said after that. He said that Jesus stretched out his hand and touched him and said, "Get up and don't be afraid." When they looked up, there was only Jesus standing there. Moses and Elijah had disappeared.
Wow, that is crazy. I gotta write this down. So Jesus took Peter, James, and John up a mountain.
Yes, that's correct.
And Jesus shone as bright as the sun.
That's what Peter said.
But why? What did it mean?
Well, I suppose Jesus did that because he was showing his disciples that he was really God.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, when Jesus was on earth, he was 100% human. He had hands and feet like we do. And that's how people usually saw him, walking around as human. But Jesus was 100% God too. So when he shone like the sun, he was showing his disciples his godly body.
Wow, that's incredible. So Jesus changed from one body to another.
More or less, he was still the same person. He was still 100% God and 100% human in each body, but he was able to change between them.
Wow, but wait, why didn't he just stay in his godly body the whole time? I think it would be pretty cool if I could glow. I wouldn't want to be stuck in a regular body. I would want to walk around like a moving glow stick.
I suppose it was because he didn't want to scare anyone. It would be harder for people to talk to him if he was glowing all the time.
I see. So Jesus brought Peter, James, and John up a mountain. Then Jesus started glowing, and Elijah and Moses appeared out of a cloud to join Jesus. And then God spoke and called Jesus his son. All of the evidence is there. Jesus must be the Son of God. Brilliant! Well, I'd say that's another case closed. And it's all thanks to you, Mr. Jenkins? Mr. Jenkins? Well, we better let him nap. How about we go visit the small family and see what they're up to?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah, Jess?
I have a question for you.
Okay, go ahead.
How do we know that Jesus is God?
Wow, that's a pretty big question. Why are you asking about it today? Right now?
Okay, well, we've been getting a lot of people at our door lately.
Well, howdy there, sweet pea. Oh, aren't you just the cutest little thing? Would you like to buy a vacuum cleaner? This here is part of our newest line, the Dirt Demolisher 2000. It'll suck up all the hair right off your carpet. If you have pets, if you have kids, it'll even suck the hair right off your head.
Dad?
Avon calling! Hello, dearie. My name is Maggie, and I am selling Avon today. And I am wondering if you can get your mother for me so we can show her the most wonderful latest trends of makeup today, and she can look as lovely as I do.
Hi. I'm shoveling driveways. Would you like me to shovel your driveway? I only charge $70 an hour. I can shovel.
Mom!
Anyway, the other day the doorbell rang, and this time it was an older lady and a younger lady together. You and Mom were both out, but I decided to talk with them for a bit. They were polite and nice, but now I feel kinda confused. They talked to me about a bunch of stuff. One of the things they said was that Jesus wasn't God. It seemed to make some sense. Jesus was a man, so how on earth could Jesus be God?
How could Jesus be God on earth, you're asking? See what I did there? Dad joke, you know. There's plenty more where that came from. I'm so glad you asked me about this, Jesse. I have to go back to work soon, and we'll talk about this some more later. But I will share something that helps me know that Jesus truly is God.
I'm listening.
Well, do you remember that there were many times that the Jewish leaders wanted to kill Jesus while he was here on earth?
Yeah.
Well, that was because he kept telling them that he was equal to God. And they certainly didn't like that. I have a verse that I'd like to share with you. It comes from John 10, verse 30. And in it, Jesus said, I and the Father are one. And then in verse 31, it says, again, the Jews picked up stones to stone him.
I guess what you're saying makes sense. They probably wouldn't have been so upset with Jesus if he had just said that he knew a lot about God, or if he just taught a nice lesson to people.
Now you're thinking, son. Let me give you just one more verse. I love this one. This is what Jesus' disciple Thomas said when he first saw Jesus after Jesus had risen from the dead.
Hi kids, today I'm going to share a piece of scripture with you of a response from one of Jesus' disciples, Thomas, who had seen Jesus after he had risen from the dead. So in John chapter 20, verse 28, Thomas said to him, my Lord and my God.
Think you can memorize this one?
I sure can, Dad. That was really great. Thank you.
There is so much evidence out there that shows us that Jesus is actually God. Here, this is one of my favorite books. It has more information about that. It's called The Case for Christ. Sorry about that, Mr. Jenkins. Looks like it's time for questions with Curly. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you took some time to talk about why Jesus is God. Being a Christian means we're always investigating our faith.
Thank you so much for having me on your television program. Jumping junipers, it's time for my afternoon nap.
Oh, but didn't you just take an... Well, it looks like he really needs that nap since, you know, he is 2,000 years old. Anyways, we'll see you next time on PowerUp on the Go.